Hello, wonderful students, and welcome to week 5 of the semester. This is a big week for us. We had a little bit of a break last week with having less than normal assignments. This week, we're kind of making up for it in having 3 different assignments. Our content for the week really covers process evaluation and qualitative data analysis. So, our assignments this week are really kind of focused on that lengthier research process. You have a discussion board, of course, due on Tuesday. The discussion board looks at process evaluations and asks you to respond to a scenario. Please make sure you post your individual response by Tuesday and then, of course, one peer response by Friday. You also have 2 written assignments due this week. Because we do have 2 written assignments, I'd like to give you until Sunday at midnight to complete these instead of Friday. One is an individual assignment and one is your group assignment. So feel free to use the weekend if you need it to work. The individual assignment is your qualitative analysis. Ethnography is another word for this particular assignment. For this, you will go into a public environment and just observe your surroundings for about an hour. After you do that, you will respond to the 8 different bullet points that are outlined in the assignment instructions. Don't overthink this assignment. It should be fun. You should sort of just be practicing your skills of observation and practice kind of recording the things that you observe. This is not a terribly rigorous assignment and it won't be graded terribly rigorously. Please make sure you do use full sentences, of course, and format everything using APA. But as long as you respond to those 8 bullet points very clearly, then I think you're going to do fine on this assignment. I recommend actually using the bullet points as subheadings. That way I know you've responded to everything and I can very quickly and easily find your responses. You also have your group paper due this week. It's paper part 3, and this is our data collection piece. So this tends to be my favorite section of the paper because I really enjoy methodology. It's a different type of writing than perhaps we've seen from the first 2 papers. It's very clear-cut, very dry, very short, very just informational. You should not include any extra flowery language, any descriptions of things. It might be helpful to go ahead and read a design or methodology section of a peer-reviewed journal so you kind of get a feel for just sort of how mechanical this part of the paper should be. There are 9 bullet points. In those 9 bullet points, it's kind of separated into 2 different parts. The first is the sample, and that's bullet points 1 through 5, I believe. I wrote it in your announcement this week. Yeah, so the sample is bullet points 1 through 5, and then the second section is your design, and that's going to be bullet points 6 through 9. So make sure you read over the tips that I've posted on the wall and sent out in the announcements. I think that should help you a little bit as you sort of think about this assignment. Remember, this is a very, very dry, mechanical, short to the point. You probably won't go more than 3 or 4 pages for this assignment. So similar to the qualitative one, don't overthink it. Just kind of provide the information that you have. And of course, I will give you feedback on it so that when you submit the final thing in the last week of the semester, we're all in a really good place. Good luck as you work. Don't forget to continue working on your single subject design and have a wonderful week.